Welcome to InfoComm Orlando. We're so sorry you can't be here, but we're glad you've joined us today. We're here at the Listen booth with Mikey, and she's going to show you around what's new in the Listen booth this year.
All right. Hello, everyone out there. I'm sorry you're not with us this year. We miss you for sure, but we're glad you're joining us remotely. Thank you for the time. My name is Mikey Shaffer. I'm the Senior Director of Sales here at Listen Technologies. I work with Lisa every day. I'm lucky to do that, and we so appreciate you joining us. If you're not familiar with us, we are an assistive listening manufacturer by nature. All of our products are used for so many other things, communications, translations, all manner of delivering audio from one place to a user. We have all sorts of technologies to do that. We have infrared, we have RF, we have inductive loop, all of the classics that I'm sure you're familiar with. But what's really interesting today and what's really driving the crowds is our newest product, Ori. It is the first Auracast-based broadcast Bluetooth low energy audio-based assistive listening solution. It's a full solution. We have transmitters, we have receivers, we have our networked docks, but what was really intriguing to the masses about this is that this is a technology that is going to be direct to personal devices. These devices already exist, right? We have hearing aids on the market, we're showing a couple phones and earbuds on the market, and the idea from Bluetooth is to use Bluetooth low energy in the version we use Auracast, which is their broadcast technology. What that means is we're not limited by the traditions of traditional Bluetooth, right? Which was distance. We had a one-to-one pairing. We had battery drain and low-quality audio. It wasn't built for what we wanted to use it for. So they went to work with hearing aid manufacturers and manufacturers like us to make sure that that audio was accessible to everyone. And what that's giving us is an ecosystem. We have an ecosystem now that if we build to the broadcast protocol, and so does hearing aids and earbuds, all of our equipment will work together. So we are marching very quickly towards a world where the next phone and the next earbuds you buy will be compatible with these transmitters, meaning you walk into a space like this and your phone says, there is an Auracast feed here, would you like to join it? And what that really means is a truly inclusive world. It means regardless of your hearing capabilities, you're going to have personal audio delivered straight to you. And if you don't have that device, we have dedicated receivers to do that. So it's early days yet. This is a fully fleshed out solution with our receivers. And as devices start to hit the market, personal consumer devices, they'll be added to this ecosystem. In fact, Bluetooth is actually monitoring that. In order to be considered an Auracast-capable transmitter or receiver, you have to build to their specifications and you have to get approval, right? So you can go right to the Bluetooth website and check if the device you have is compatible, if the hearing aid you have is compatible, and it goes both ways. We built our transmitter to be compatible with third-party devices, and we will be pushing an update to our receiver that gives it the capability. It already exists, but until transmitting devices hit the market, we'll push an update, and our receivers will pick up from other transmitters.
And a lot of the new phones already have it embedded, it's just not activated yet, right? So it is
such a good point. There is a little point of confusion for folks saying, hey, I have an Auracast-enabled device. It's likely an update needs to be pushed, and when that device is ready to do that, they'll know and they'll be Auracast-capable.
Awesome.
It might be shorter this way.
Okay, we're going to move over to the other side.
Go this way. It's crowded here at the booth. Everybody's interested.
There we go. Pardon me, so sorry.
It's also just...
Come on over. There we go.
So you're probably familiar with audio over Wi-Fi. We've been doing it and we've been leading the way for quite some time. Our newest version is Listen Wi-Fi. For anyone familiar with streaming audio over Wi-Fi, we've been doing it a long time, and it's still at its base does exactly the same thing it's always done. We take an audio feed, we run it through a server. That server is going to live somewhere on that venue's network, the guest network or a private network. Wi-Fi is, our internet service is optional, but it's going to live on that network, and folks will download our app, join that network, and that audio will be delivered straight to their personal device. It's delivered via a free app. That app is customizable. You can mark it there. You can host downloads there, link out of it, name the channels. But in essence, we're just delivering audio It could be assistive listening, it could be translated feed, it could be personal listening, like listening to the TV audio here. But it's pretty much unlimited in its channel count.
Exactly.
We can even secure that audio. We can password protect it. But if delivering to your own device is not enough, we can customize that experience by adding on our dedicated receivers. These are actually the only Wi-Fi receivers that are purpose-built by a manufacturer. We develop these ourselves. It delivers very low and consistent latency, and we have the ability to program these. So I can say, hey, I'm offering this feed in English and Spanish or French, and I can hand out a receiver that has been programmed for the language that's appropriate. I can also password protect channels, and on my own device, I can put in a password, or on our devices, we can program them to give access to that secure feed. So that is very, very cool. But if that is not enough, we have another accessory that we have developed to add on, and that is our beacon. These beacons function in both Bluetooth and infrared. And the reason we did that is because Bluetooth can actually trigger a behavior on your own smart device. So we can direct you directly to the correct channel or to the correct language on your own device. And we can also put them in infrared and secure that audio to the room and trigger that through our own receiver. So we use this in a variety of ways. We use it to, when we have really high channel counts, and that is just too many channels to navigate in the case of higher ed, right? This is a feature they requested. Rather than scrolling through and choosing that channel, the student simply walks into the room, and that beacon in infrared or Bluetooth, or both at the same time, triggers the right behavior on that device, and you're connected to the channel. If we have a secure environment, we can use that beacon to say, hey, you must be in presence of this beacon to receive this audio, and when you leave the range of that beacon, no more audio. So in that sense, we're delivering an infrared-like experience over Wi-Fi. But it's super scalable, very convenient for today's student and listener. Folks want to listen in the device they're most comfortable with and that's the most discreet. So that's probably our most popular growing market, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I mean, your solutions are so much around, like, yes, you have the device, but for people who use their own devices and not have to look different, that's the biggest advantage. I mean, in
self-identifying.
And in any environment, right? You don't need it just for that. I mean, you might, just being able to hear better increases people's...
It's so true. It's so true. And, my husband is hard of hearing. He benefits from this technology every day, but I use it too. In this environment is very tiring
and distracting.
To keep up. A stadium or arena, a concert, having that audio delivered personally to me is advantageous. Learning outcomes for all learners of all hearing capabilities are better when the audio is being fed personally to them. So that's probably our fastest growing market. Houses of worship, right? They're always looking for a way to do more with less. It's very affordable to get to high channel counts and offer multiple languages through this. And so we have 2 fully fleshed out bring your own device scenarios now. So that's pretty exciting for the actual end user who wants to use it.
Yeah. Thank you.
How are we doing on time?
Let's go listen talk.
Yeah, let's go with listen talk because that actually matters here on the show floor, right? It's right over here.
Sorry.
We won't get too close and crowd them.
Okay.
But we also offer a product called Listen Talk. This is a helper, right? It's certainly a helper in loud environments like this, but in a nutshell, it is a portable communication device. It offers one-way or two-way communications, and that can be configured on the fly, right at the leader level, right on the unit. And what that makes it really, really great for is loud environments like this, quiet environments where we don't want to be disruptive, and any environment in between. But we use it heavily for tours, trainings. You'll see it on the show floor here every year. If you've ever visited us with DataVisual, you've probably used it. But because I can easily go between one-way and two-way communications, I can control a group. I can give them a personal tour delivered right to their ear every time. It's very, very,
and they can ask
relaxing,
questions,
right? You're not stressed to be able to hear, and they can ask questions. They can simply press and hold and ask the leader a question, and the entire group can be included in that. We also use it for trainings. We use it for translation. It has an interpretation mode, so we can actually facilitate simultaneous translation out on the floor floor with no booth, no switch. That's really exciting. And also, it is an ADA and accessibility compliance solution. And so it is a standard portable assistive listening. So if you have a room where you need to offer assistive listening and you may not have access to the audio or near and far, you can simply use Listen Talk and facilitate that. If you've got audio and you just have an audio out, you have an aux out and you want to be able to transmit that, you can do that as well. It'll just receive that signal and be a transmitter for you. So it's kind of a Swiss Army knife.
Absolutely.
Can do, once everybody understands the features, really smart people find new, exciting ways to use it every year. Yeah. So it's my favorite line.
Yeah.
And it is just such a great helper in difficult circumstances. So anything you want to say there?
I think really you just got so many great solutions that are for assisted listening, but also just to help everybody hear better.
Yeah.
And if you need anything, you can always reach out to DataVisual. We have demo equipment. You can reach out to anyone on our team. We're so glad you could be here, and so thankful to LiveU for helping us bring us to you live. And we look forward to seeing you at the next booth tour. Have a great day. Take care, and thank you, Miley.
Thank you.
And thank you for staying. See you later.
Okay.